So Chris, a good 2-1 win here against Chertsey. How are you feeling after that?
Yeah, delighted. Obviously rocking up today with the news of Dylan Jones' move to Norwich. You know, we were hoping to turn up and have a little bit of a party atmosphere, a bit of a celebration really for what he's done for the club, but also put on a bit of a show for the guys that turned up, and also to send Dylan off in style. I felt the first half an hour we did that to a certain extent. I thought we had good control of the game, created a lot of opportunities, got 1-0 up and had a good stronghold of the game, and then things started to kind of like twist and change a little bit, and going in at half time at 1-1 after a disappointing goal to concede. You know, we spoke about some things at half time with the lads and the character they showed in the second half, and a very, very tricky game for 100 different reasons, but the resilience they show, the work they put in, and trying to find a way against all that kind of craziness that's going on around them on the pitch, and to come out with a 2-1 win and 3 points, critical, vital 3 points for us, is massively pleasing right now. And yeah, we can reflect on this in a positive manner and try and use this as a little bit of a block to step forward into the next kind of 13 games, and starting next week with a trip to Merthyr, which is going to be a tough test, and we're going to need a lot of resilience, but a real positive day on so many different ways. You know, we created a lot of opportunities on a tricky pitch against a team that were very physical, a lot of antics off the ball, and you know, to see the game out in the way we did, I felt was really, really positive. So really delighted for the lads, because they put a lot of work in today, and to come away with 3 points, a deserved 3 points, is massive for us.
Yeah, there was antics and crazy, I think, sum up the game pretty well. Obviously a last minute winner from Tyler, a couple of red cards in there. What are your thoughts, obviously, firstly on the last minute winner, and then on the very strange red card?
Yeah, you know, today we spoke about it before the game, the importance of getting players into the box and therefore putting the ball in the box. It's been a bit of a disappointing reflection over the past 2 or 3 games that we haven't really got enough of an end product. We didn't put enough of the ball into the box in our previous games. So one of our main focuses, if you like, was to try and get the ball into the box a little bit more, get players in there, and if you do that on a regular basis, the ball's eventually got to drop to you, and then having the calmness to finish. And we didn't do that in the first half. You know, we had 4 or 5 really, really good chances in the first half, and you know, we didn't capitalise, and that was why we went in at half time 1-1. And it's happened to us a lot this year, where we've dominated for large spells and created a lot of chances and not scored enough, and we've been punished. But luckily, you know, we kept doing the right things, kept trying to get the ball in the right areas, trying to shut out a lot of the antics that were going on the pitch, but it was very, very difficult. And you know, we've got the win, and being able to score that late in the game, it kind of puts you in a quite a strong position, although you're going to expect the next 3 or 4 minutes, as they did, to try and put us under a lot of pressure. But you know, we've got some very determined young men that are happy to put their body on the line and their head in places that you don't really want to be putting it. But yeah, we stood firm. But I mean, it was an interesting game, the way that there was a lot of moments in the game which seemed to be quite a simple outcome that didn't happen, and obviously it was a frustrating game for both sides, for both sets of managers, and it's just one of those games where things have happened. And I think that, I mean, my sending off's very odd. Ball goes out for a corner, we lose the ball, Stuart Dudley picks up a ball, throws it towards that direction, in it kind of somehow, I mean, he's never thrown a ball accurately in his life, so he's never done it on purpose. It's hit the linesman turned around and assumed that I've smashed the ball at him, so he's tried to he's told the referee's come to send me off. Duds has told him that it was him, but he's pursued to go off his linesman, but obviously we'll deal with that further down the line. We have to wait for the referee's report, etc, but I think that I'm fully expecting an email from the FA apologising for the mistaken identity, but it's just one of those where, no, I'm going to look back at it and laugh, because it's just one of those things that's completely crazy, something I've never ever experienced or seen in the game, where there's such an obvious wrongful identity, but they have to go through the process. We will obviously do our best to get it turned over. Whether we've got video evidence or not is yet to be seen, but we'll make statements and ensure that it's done in the right manner. I think the referee, after speaking to him, will put it in his report that it was the wrong person. So I hope that I'm available to participate in my role fully for next week.
Just a little bit on next week, Merthyr Town, obviously league leaders, tough challenge. What are the thoughts about that one?
They're a top side. They're a side that have been together for a while. There's been a few ins and outs along the way, but they seem to keep strengthening. They're a team that love to play possession-based football, as we saw here early on in the season. They move the ball really, really well. They've got some talented players that will buy into the way they play, but we cause them problems. And we're going up there onto a 3G pitch, which will help us as much as it helps them. And we'll have a game plan. We'll have a game plan going into it, and we've got very, very determined young men in our dressing room that want to work hard for the team to try and grind out results. And we'll do our very best to go there and cause them a lot of problems. But it's like I say, it's not going to be easy. They're a top side. Head and shoulders the best team in this league, in my opinion. But we'll look forward to it. It's an opportunity for us to go toe to toe with the best in this league and try and cause them problems. And one of those where can we just sneak something from the game? And our boys will want to, especially after today. They'll feel 10 feet tall walking away today, and we need to take that confidence and belief into next week.
Thanks, mate.
No worries, thank you.